Hello, this is Evelyn Selina's show. Today I want us to speak about the points to note before establishing a nursery. As usual, your host Evelyn Selina. If you're new to this channel, please remember to subscribe, hit the notification button, and if you love the content that we are sharing, please ensure to like so that we're able to reach out to as many persons as possible. The most important points to note before establishing a nursery are: one, you must first understand where you will be getting your seeds. That means seed sourcing. You must be able to source your seeds from reputable farms, from certified farms. Very key, very important, so that you do not invest and then let your money go down the drain. So first, ensure to use certified seeds. Secondly, the most important of all is you must understand the history of the farm. If the farm had similar nurseries or was planting the same crop that you want to establish in a nursery, please ensure to either avoid it or treat your soils first, because your nurseries will be prone to previous diseases that affected that piece of land. The other most important key point to note is that you must understand your farm. You must understand the site where you want to establish your nursery. In other areas, will go to look at the farms and they're looking very good, but during the rainy season they turn marshy, they turn swampy, or they have a lot of floods in that area. So very key, very important, you must know the history of that place. Know whether it sometimes turns to be a waterlogged piece of. If so, then you know that you'll be trending on dangerous zone. So if it's a floody area, please avoid it at all costs. Another thing is lighting. It is very important for light in your nursery, especially if you're doing vegetable nursery, fruits, whatever you'll be doing. It's very, very important to reduce the amount of shade in your piece of land, so that you do not have a lot excess, even though we require shade, but sometimes you may have excess shade that prevents your nurseries or your crops in the nurseries or your seedlings in the nursery from accessing sunlight. And sunlight is key for the growth of your seedlings in your nursery. So very important. If you have a lot of trees, if you have a lot of excess shade, then you can be sure that is not very good for your nursery. Advisable for you to establish your nursery near a water source, so that it is not very expensive for you to transfer water, to purchase water. So very key, if you have a water source close by that you're able to reach, that you're able to get water from, very important, very key, because it's very expensive to purchase water. So another important aspect is for you, I always advocate for use of organic manure or just your farmyard manure. It is very important for you to have it. It's not compulsory, but it's very important and necessary for you to have it, because all of us want to preserve our soils for the future generations. Use a very well rotten manure, because if you use very well rotten manure, then it means it is well treated, it has treated itself, and at the same time nutrients will be available to your soil. So very key, very important, just use it. If you are establishing your nurseries in a dry area, it is very important for you to use sunken beds. Sunken beds are very key because they will reserve water, they will conserve water that you have put in the nursery, and therefore reducing the amount of water required per session of irrigation. If you are establishing your nurseries in very wet areas, places that have a lot of excess rains, it is key for you to use raised beds. Another thing, and the most important aspect, is that you must understand the regulations governing nursery establishment in whatever country you are, because it is very key for you to, as you establish nurseries, especially commercial nurseries, it is very important for you to go through certification so that you have people assessing your nurseries. This one gives you good market, because people will know that you're certified and they will trust your products. This one gives you good market, and it also keeps you on check, so that you do not just produce seedlings that are not really of good standard and quality, but puts you at a high level of productivity and quality. So it's very important for you to be certified, especially if you're doing commercial nurseries, and even if you're just doing nurseries for yourself. you also want to do something good. So all the best as you do your nurseries. See you in the next video.